Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing 3 different Harley Quinn makeup tutorial looks from the movie Suicide Squad. So the first look is her introductory prison makeup look. And I'm just starting off with a moisturizer. And now I'm going to be adding my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. It's basically a primer and a setting spray in one. And now I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer. So really any primer works with this. This is just the one I had. Next I'm using a blend of my MAC Studio Moisture Tint. It has SPF 15, so it's basically a tinted moisturizer, but it's more like a foundation if you ask me. And blending it with my lightening shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop. So these drops are basically white, and you blend it with your foundation to make any foundation you have lighter, and it works like a charm. And now I'm blending it out with my buffing brush. And now I'm taking more of the lightening drops, not blending it with anything, just taking it straight out of the bottle. And I'm putting it under my eyes and along my jawbone and in the middle of my face, just to kind of emphasize areas that I want highlighted, because my face is really narrow and Margot's face is pretty wide, so I'm going to try to mimic that look. And just blending everything out. So next for the eyes, I'm going to be using from my Too Faced Matte Eye Palette. It's a color called Tufted Suede. And I'm basically using a fluffy crease brush to put that above my crease to kind of give my eyes like a sunken in look, because she's been in prison for a long time, hasn't seen light. Then I'm going to be using from this palette by Lancome. It's just a medium warm brown color. It's a little bit darker than the Tufted Suede, which was more of a peach. So this is a light brown, and I'm just going in my crease with it and underneath my eye as well. Still using that fluffy brush. I'm also going in the inner corners of my eyes. So then I'm going to grab my white color, which is called Velveteen Bunny, in the same palette. I'm just kind of highlighting the areas that I want highlighted. Next, I'm using a dark black charcoal eyeliner. This one's by Revlon, and I'm basically just going along my lid and then blending it out with the other end, which is a little sponge. So just going on the end of my eye to emphasize my lash line. Next, from my Naked 2 palette, I'm going to use this kind of gray, shimmery charcoal color, and I'm going on the ends of my eyes with that. Just on the ends with a small brush, and then blending it out. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just putting underneath my eye, and then applying a bit of the charcoal color under my eye as well. So next I'm going to do my brows, and I noticed that Harley has a gap in her right eyebrow, so I'm going to try and mimic that, putting foundation over it, and then going back with my regular eyebrow color, which is just a dark brown, and trying to emphasize that gap. You could always use a glue stick to actually glue the hairs down to make it look like you don't have any hairs there. But for the sake of this tutorial, I was trying to do it fast, so I didn't do that. So now I'm just filling in my brows as usual. And I noticed that the gap wasn't light enough, so I went over it with the white foundation. Now I'm basically just putting powder all over my brows because I noticed that her brows are kind of soft looking. Now for the lashes, I'm just using a regular black mascara. This one's called Flamed Out by CoverGirl. And just going on my top and bottom lashes. So next I'm going to try to contour a bit, even though she's really pale. So I'm using my Smashbox Bronze Lights in Suntan Matte, and I'm just going right on my cheekbone. And I'm also going on my nose a bit, so trying to make my nose look appear a bit more straighter. And underneath my nose, which would give it that uplifted effect. So next is blush, and I'm using this Coral color by MAC. It's part of their Archie line. It's called Cream Soda.
Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.
And then using the white again to highlight my jaw and under my eyes. So now I'm just using a regular black liquid liner to do her tattoos. The Rotten is extremely hard to do on my own. For conventions, I would probably get someone else to do it for me. But for now, I'm doing it by myself, and I know it's a little lopsided and it's not completely perfect, but whatever, you get the idea. So next I'm going to be doing a bit of bruising / dirt on her face, because she does look like she's been in jail for a long time. So also from my matte eye palette, I'm going to be using a blend of these two colors, which are like a purpley and kind of a bluey teal color, and I just find they're perfect for bruises. And then for dirt, I'm just using the regular brown color. Now for lips, I'm using MAC's Kinda Sexy, and I'm just going all over my lip, emphasizing my bottom lip because Margot's bottom lip is a lot bigger than her top lip. And then I'm just going in with a brush to kind of fix up those lines. And then I'm actually taking the white foundation and trying to shape my lips a bit more by focusing the white in the middle and then keeping the dark on the ends and in the middle crease of my bottom lip. So this just gives my lips a bit more of a plump look. And now I'm just setting everything with some powder because I noticed that her tattoos are a bit faded, and then sealing it again with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. So now I've grabbed the wig I'm just gonna show you what it looks like with the wig on. This is my full lace, all human hair wig. So I haven't dyed it yet, so this is it fully blonde. And that's the completed look. I sleep where I want, when I want, with who I want. Come on, I'm bored. I'm bored, play with me. What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. It's the voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said. Now it's on to the nightclub look. Click the link to watch part 2.